The Fragment of Gold, a tale from the Amazon. In the mystical, fog-shrouded jungles of Colombia, the whispers of unimaginable wealth, like the legendary El Dorado, have always been strong. People naturally have always chased the most certain treasure. In life, we too constantly strive for the surest goal and the perfect path. But this is the story of how the greatest value was actually found in the very pieces of the journey we discarded. There once was a young treasure hunter in Colombia named Camilo. For decades, Camilo had been obsessed with finding the ultimate map. His sole focus was an infallible path to treasure, a quest with zero possibility of failure. Finally, he met a legendary sage and was given the perfect map, one that clearly marked the location of the most certain golden treasure. The map was precise, and the route was the shortest and most efficient one could imagine. The sage warned him,
"Trust this map, but never focus solely on the treasure itself. And before you open it, recall all the map fragments you ever sought and threw away."
Camilo scoffed at the advice. With the perfect map in hand, he immediately gathered all the old, complicated and seemingly useless map fragments he had abandoned over the years and burned them to ashes.
I have the perfect map now. I don't need these worthless failures.
Gripping the flawless map, Camilo plunged deep into the jungle. He followed only the fastest, straightest path the map indicated, never pausing. Days later, Camilo finally reached the final treasure location, marked on the map, the ruins of an ancient temple in the heart of the jungle. He rushed inside, his heart pounding, but there was no chest overflowing with gold. Only a single dusty old wooden box sat in the center. He opened the box, finding nothing but a single ancient piece of parchment. It read,
"Dear Hunter, you followed the perfect map to the shortest path and arrived here. However, the perfect golden treasure you sought vanished hundreds of years ago."
Camilo was devastated. His perfect map had offered the quickest route, but the greatest treasure was nothing but a promise from the past. He felt he had lost everything and regretted ignoring the sage's warning.
Why did I ever throw away those useless map pieces?
As Camilo stood there, gripped by despair, about to leave the temple, his eyes caught a glimpse of a tiny, ragged piece of cloth, snagged on a crumbling pillar in the corner. He irritably snatched the cloth off the pillar. He couldn't believe his eyes. This small scrap was one of the many useless map fragments he had dismissed and burned. It was too small to show the treasure's location. But on the back of the fragment, written in the sage's own hand, was a message.
"Treasure Hunter, this fragment marks a place you gave up on, believing there was no treasure. But this spot is a location on your journey where you met the most people, gained the most knowledge, and overcame the greatest difficulties. The greatest treasure is not the gold you found by following the map, but the entire process you went through and gave up on to complete it. The experience and wisdom you gained during that journey is the real treasure."
Camilo understood. The countless old map fragments he had burned were, in fact, the record of his most valuable experiences, and the perfect map was merely an empty promise for a treasure that no longer existed. He carefully tucked the small cloth fragment away and returned to his village. He no longer chased gold. Instead, he became a renowned storyteller, sharing the wisdom and experiences he had gained through his long, winding journeys. In our own lives, we constantly pursue the perfect goal and most certain success, often dismissing our many mistakes and detours as useless, discarded pieces of the process. Today, gather every piece of the journey you ever labeled a failure. Your greatest treasure is not what you found, but the experience and wisdom you acquired while searching for it. The biggest treasure is in the discarded map fragments. That's it. Thanks for the like and subscribe.